Hello, my name's Hermione Granger and I'm going to be answering the questions you've all been asking me on Instagram, YouTube and all those other little muggle places. But don't worry, I'm a muggle as well, so I know all about it. But well, Autumn's going to have to help us a little bit, just so she can feel special. Isn't that right? We all know I'm the smartest out of everyone. So, well, we should get started, shouldn't we? I think we should, and I'm all readied up. Got my little owl earrings on, got my hair all frizzed out. We're gonna have a good time this episode, I can already tell. So, what's our first question?
Gee, thanks. Well, our first question is coming to us from Instagram, and it says, Dear Hermione, how many times have you read Hogwarts a History? From Giggly Kit Kats.
How many times have I read Hogwarts a History? Well, probably more than everyone in the school combined. Probably more than every single student. It's one of my favourite books. Not my personal favourite, but it is in my top 10. Probably number 3 or number 2. There are a lot of good books out there, but I've read it a couple of times, and just for a little bit of light reading, I usually read it, I read it a lot throughout the year. I always like to read it each week on summer vacation once. So each week we have summer vacation, I read it. And then I would like to read it every single month during school. So, a lot. A very extensive amount. Maybe 48 times? Maybe? Probably more. Probably more. Definitely more, not just 48. That's too small a number for how many times I've read Hogwarts a History. I know that book like the back of my hand. Next question.
Another one from Instagram. This one says, Dear Hermione, what's your favorite book? From Goyle Pasted.
What's my favorite book? Well, there are a lot of good books out there. There are so many good books out there. But I guess one of my favorite books would be The Tales of Beethel the Bard. You see, I like this book because it was such a challenge trying to figure out all the hidden mysteries and everything, with all the stuff that he wrote on the pages. So that's why I like it. And also, well, it was one of Ron's favorite books when he was a child, so that's one of the reasons why I like it a lot. Next question, please.
This is yet again from Instagram. Dear Hermione, do you enjoy being clever? From StarKid Cool Pics.
Do I like being clever? Well, of course I do. Who wouldn't like knowing everything that nobody else does? Because then at any random moment, whenever someone mentions some simple little fact, you can basically break it down into very structured series of explanations on how to further explain the fact that they give to make them feel stupid, but you seem like a jerk, but smart. But yes, I like being very clever. It's a lot of fun. Because then, if there's something that everyone needs to know, and that nobody knows the answer to, I'll know it, because I know everything. Next question.
Again from Instagram, this one states, Dear Hermione, what was it like to kill the Horcrux in the Chamber of Secrets with Ron? From StarKid Cool Pics.
What was it like killing Horcrux as well? Killing that Horcrux with Ron? At first it was very scary. I thought I was going to lose Ron. I was so scared. And then that water hit us, and then that moment, I didn't know what was going to happen. I thought we were going to die, but then we made it out, and it was all better. Next question.
Another one from Instagram. This one says, Dear Hermione, when did you realize you liked Ron? From Goyle Pasted.
When did I realize I liked Ron? Well, I guess you could say that deep down there somewhere, I think I've always liked Ron, but in our third year, I think I mostly realized it when he was pulled down into that hole in the Whomping Willow. I was scared. At first, I didn't know what to think. I was scared I would lose him. At first I didn't understand, and then I realized that I thought I loved him. And I did. And at that moment, I thought he was going to die. And to be honest, I didn't know how I would manage without him. The way he smiles, his erratical fear of spiders, the way his orange hair fits his face, the way he makes me laugh. He always makes me laugh. There's always something that whenever he just does it, I'll giggle a little bit. But I think that, yes, in our third year, when he was dragged by Sirius Black into that hole in the Whomping Willow, was definitely when I realized that I had feelings for Ron. Next question, please.
Again from Instagram, this one says, Dear Hermione, do you think Draco likes you? From Goyle, paste it.
Do I think Draco likes me? That's hard to say. He's told me he's hated me since the very first day we met. Yet, for some reason, I always hear some of the Slytherin girls laughing in the girls' bathroom and talking about how weird Draco was acting in class today and how all he was thinking about was Hermione. And that's all he could talk about. I always just figured he was making fun of me. But I don't know. Perhaps. But let's just face it. It would never work. I mean, Ron is... well, Draco's a boy. Well, Ron's a man. So, I guess, well, I am pretty hot, so I think all the boys like me. And I'm modest, too. So I wouldn't be surprised if Draco had at least the smallest bit of a crush on me. But if he ever tries to do anything about it, I'll just stick Ron on him. Next question.
This one says, Dear Hermione, are you afraid of lavender? From HP Christine Longbottom.
Am I afraid of lavender? Well, to be honest, yes. I am quite afraid of lavender. I mean, did you see her video? Did you see her video on Thursday? She was just talking about how she was going to get rid of me, and I frankly am very scared. Because, well, I don't want to be get rid of. Yeah. And I don't think Ron's going to be too happy when he sees that, because she barely leaves him alone. I mean, well, me and him went into a muggle shop today, a few days ago, and he decided to get a phone, and for some reason she got his cellular phone number, and wouldn't stop texting him. So, I am very afraid of lavender. I have nightmares about her every night. Well, it seems that was all the time we have, but before we go, at first I just want to say that I am dreadfully sorry that we haven't been able to, we didn't get to put up this video on Friday when it was due. We had to put it up on Sunday. We are very sorry here at Ask HP Characters. I mean, it's not our fault. I mean, it's my fault. Well, let's just say that, well, yeah, me and Ron, we were hanging out, and we didn't get to the last question that we had. We answered all the others. Friday, but then me and him were just lollygagging around a little bit, and it took till Sunday to answer this one. We're very sorry. Please be able to forgive us, and remember,